He's a good one too. Oh, hi. Um, so this is probably like my second or third live, um, and I just wanted to first say a huge thank you to everyone who supported myself and Caitlin, who came with me for the Nita Walk at the Mall of America. It was an incredible time. There were probably over 1,000 people there. I guess we got 1,200 people. We raised over $80,000. Just completely blew past that mark. Um, it was great to see so many people in one place talking about eating disorders and just raising awareness about it. It was the kickoff for National Eating Disorder Awareness Week, which was all of last week. And it was great because we had like the Empire State Building was lit up, landmarks across America were lit up with National Eating Disorder colors, and it was just really cool to see support across the United States for eating disorder awareness. And I just wanted to tell a story about how kind of how I started talking about eating disorders and what it was like for me. So it was my second time in treatment, and I was going out on an outing. I was still in a wheelchair at the time. There was another girl on the bus in a wheelchair. I was sitting at the back, and they began talking about, when we get there, what are we going to say? What are we going to say about eating disorders when somebody asks us, hey, why are you in the wheelchair? Why are you with doctors? Why is there a nurse? Why is there a nurse at the coffee shop with you? If somebody were to ask that for us, what would we say? And so I overheard these girls in front, and they were talking about what it was like, and one of them said, what if we just say we were in like a skiing accident, or maybe we can just say, we had like heart problems or something, and that would be their excuse for why they were in a wheelchair. And I just sat back and I thought, there's got to be a better way than this. There's got to be, I should just be able to say to someone, I'm in a wheelchair because I'm inpatient and I have an eating disorder and I can't do a lot of walking right now, and that it should just be okay to talk about. And that kind of struck me as that was the moment that I said, I'm going to start talking about it normally. I'm just going to start saying eating disorder out loud, and that's what I'm going to do. And that was kind of the point when I got done with treatment. That was the point that I said, if somebody asks me where I was, I'm going to say I took some time off because I went to the hospital to get treatment for my eating disorder. That was also the time where I had to drop out of school for like my second time because of it. So going back to school, I had a lot of people, oh, I see you just took some time off, and that was it. Was it a medical reason? Yeah, I took some time off because I was having trouble, and it was because of an eating disorder. So it's basically just all about normalizing the talk, normalizing saying eating disorder out loud. And a lot of times I'll get people that, I'll say, oh yeah, it's because I have an eating disorder, and they'll just, oh, did he just say did he just say that? I'm like, yeah, I just said that out loud. It's okay. We're talking about mental illness now. And that's once that boundary gets pushed a little bit, people are just a lot more receptive to it. And I still remember one time in class too that I said, oh, I took a semester off or something because I had an eating disorder. And one of the other girls in class said, she talked to me a little after, and she's like, hey, it was really great to hear you say that. I had struggled with an eating disorder too. And that's just really neat to say. One of my professors one time opened up, and she said that she had struggled with an eating disorder, and she really liked that we were talking about it openly in class. So I've just had some great feedback, and a lot of people coming up to me and saying thank you. And that's why I keep doing it, because the more people that know about it, the more it's just okay to talk about it. It's okay for some kid like I was, who didn't know what was wrong with me before I got a diagnosis. I didn't know what the hell was going on, And had someone been out there talking about eating disorders, had I heard about it earlier, I think maybe that's something that I would have called and got help for. So that's part of the reason why I do it. And just, the story that I told of, people sitting on the bus, that's just why it's always kind of stuck in my mind that people are out there saying, oh, I went on a family vacation. That's why I'm in the hospital. Or they took a semester off to go traveling. When I was in the hospital, there were several people that were traveling with their family. And so I do this, I say it, I post stuff all the time just to make sure that people know that it's okay to talk about it, and you don't have to go traveling. You can go to the hospital and you get help for an eating disorder, and it's okay to do, and you shouldn't feel ashamed about it at all, because it's something that happens to a lot of people. I mean, eating disorders don't discriminate by age, sex, gender, class, where you live in the world. It's all, it's all part of it. They're biologically influenced disorders that have a strong environmental impact. And I just think it's important to talk about it. And so I wanted to say thank you again to everyone who, liked my statuses, shared my statuses, donated to the National Eating Disorder Association on behalf of myself and my wife. And it was just an incredible experience going up and walking up on stage and seeing people there and telling my story and saying how important it was for me to kind of do that. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for everything that you've done in supporting me and my mission to get eating disorders out there and raise awareness. So thank you. Bye.